Greetings everybody, welcome to TV7 Live. My name is Dr. Clarence. This video is directed to the President of Zimbabwe, Emmerson Mnangagwa. Mr. President, listen and you will listen good. You will listen good. You swore an oath to save Zimbabweans, right? Now this is what you do. You will listen and you will listen good. You will remove that law undermining the authority of the president, right? You know, Varamiro Moyano. Oh, Jonathan Moyo's laws should be scraped away, Ipa Posa, right? You will do the will of the people. You will fire Chihuri. I'll be telling you why you should fire Chihuri. Say, right? You will kill monopolization. Monopolization. People should compete for the market. Kwete kuti anema connections and politics indiani, anema connections anita monopoly, then they abuse the market. That should stop. Equal opportunities for those without connections. Atichada jokunze vanema connections ndo anoenda kumberi. We don't want that, right? Zimbabweans are people, not consumers. Atisima customer, right? We are not looking for foreigners to come into Zimbabwe kuti vura ma supermarkets nema shop ehembe kuti vatitengesere. No, that's not foreign investors. We are people, not customers. Atikuda ma shop ana Gucci ana chichi kuti azotengesera hembe kuno, because we are not customers. We want an industry to be able to build our country, to be able to export, right? We can only do that with empowering indigenous people, those who deserve it. Right? Get rid of ministers who have a track record of failing. Get rid of ministers who have a track record of failing. I am not undermining your authority, but I'm telling you the will of the people, and you will listen good. Of course, Chinamasa is now acting. I don't know why you made him acting. Maybe it's because you're running your audit. Maybe it's that. But Chinamasa has a track record of failing. You will get rid of such losers. He has a track record. So even if you change the ministry, right? Even if you listen to Chinamasa just before you got sworn in as the president, Chinamasa is reckless. My statements are Chinamasa, they are very reckless, right? You will bring on board innovative thinkers, not fools who are highly decorated with irrelevant degrees. I'll read it again. You will bring on board innovative thinkers, not fools who are highly decorated with irrelevant degrees. Unfortunately, not all educated people are innovators, right? Education kuiswa ayidzidzise kufunga. Unodzidziswa zviripo, right? Big up everybody who's watching us live. I'm going to be getting in deep. I'm going to start with the Police General Commissioner Chihuri, right? Munovaziva Chihuri anonoke kutumira vakomana ve law and order, right? I'm gonna say it in the name of the late Zobro, who was a cash stoker, and Rex Nongo, who was a cash stoker. Now, Mr. President, you will listen, and you will listen good, because you swore an oath to save the people of Zimbabwe, and you will save. It will not be vice versa like before you. I'm very glad you stood up to that, and you will not become that. And lastly, you will deliver. You have no option. Being a president is a duty. It's a duty. It's not a benefit, right? Being a president, I think, is the hardest job on earth. You have to serve and you have to work. Big up everybody who's watching us live. Big up Tsitsi Mutema, Margaret Moyo, Kudakwashe Mahaso. Big up Rombezai Muyambo, Augustine Gurupira, Precious Rombeza, Margaret Moyo says first time low. Big up Margaret Moyo, welcome to TV7 Live. Kuku B, Doctor, how are you? Tulani Shidorija, Ziri Baba. Big up everybody. Adele Makwenda, Inos Nongo. Alright, big up everybody, big up everybody. I'll be reading out your comments, so keep your comments coming. Truth, the man has a lot of work to do. Now, I'm going to tell you what you're going to do, Mr. President. These are demands. Remember, I'm not begging. I'm not a beggar. All right, you will fire Chihuri. Chihuri holds his Commissioner General fundraising projects. Do you know what he does? Mupurisa wese, mapurisa ndambira mari less than 500 bucks. Mupurisa wese, it's mandatory kuti atenge raffle tickets, tickets ekuyenda. Right? And sometimes mapurisa anopuwa 3 tickets kuti endai munotengesa. Imimi tiri kubatira mari yenyu, muchazotora mari yenyu kana matengesa. Right? ZRP does not buy stationery for my police officers. Mupurisa kuti atype docket, ari print anoshandisa mari yake kubvira 1 kutenga laptop yake, bond paper ake, bilo yake. Mupurisa uyu, a person who is suffering just like us. No wonder why these guys have become corrupt, because ari kudila ne issue ne case isingampe mari, but iye ari kufanira no printisa ma dockets ne mari yake. What does he do? Ndosika mapurisa chiti ndisire mari airtime, ndinotsvaga musungwa wenyu, ndisire fuel. Right? Is that corruption? Or it's forced corruption? Chihuri must go. Tulani Chindorena says Chihuri must go. Mr. Chihuri, if you are watching this, please say, with all due respect, you must just go. We are people. We are not consumers. Right? Outpost magazine ne mapurisa. Mupurisa wese anomanikidzwa kutenga outpost. Echida wesingade. Right? Outpost rinobatwa pasalary. Outpost magazine remapurisa renda $2. Inini mulife mangu andifenda katenga magazine re $2. Ndenge ndakupenga. $2 is too much. $2. It's a business. It's over, I think over 200,000 police officers we have here in Zimbabwe. And it's mandatory. Remember, some few years ago, Chihure amonyera bhuku rake raida kutengesa $40. Raida kuita same jet. But vanhu vakajamuka through the press. Right? That's what he has been doing. Ma police station anopuwa matarget kuti kana muri pama roadblock torai mari dzakati, muri kufanira kuunza mari kufinance mari dzakati, mari dzotorwa dzotengera makomishina. Right? Dzotengera makomishina mamotikari mabenzi machichi. Mr. Chihuri, you are the top person ku police. Right? Over the past week papa sina ma roadblock pakaitika accident kana 1 here in Zimbabwe. We are law abiding citizens and we are tired of your policing techniques, Mr. Chihuri. Right? Mr. President, you will kill monopolization. Equal opportunities for those without connections atichada. Zvokuti anonzi uyu muzukuru waMnangagwa, muzukuru waMugabe. You are here to save Zimbabwe, not Zanu PF, right? Zanu PF is a revolutionary party. We respect it, we love it. But right about now, I want to talk about Zimbabwe. Nyaya dzekunzi vanhu vane connections. They are the only few people who make it, who get my loans. Some of us, we don't even need loans. We just need you to give us the licenses, and we start pushing this country forward. I don't even need a cent, right? We only need licenses. But my license zvakava zvaomeswa kuitira monopolization yemarket, kuitira market abuse. That's why you will see kuti drink yemuZimbabwe yedelta yemuZimbabwe inodhura kupfuura drink yaimportwa kubva kuSouth Africa, plus transport cost. Kosei naye mafuta ari kuexportwa kubva muZimbabwe achienda kuSouth Africa kana akudzoka muZimbabwe aine rimwe brand, they are cheaper. Zviri kufamba sei? Let us kill monopolization. How do you do that, Mr. President? Free enterprise economy. Free enterprise economy. And my policies in Gabisque. People should compete. People should compete for the market. All you should do is to protect the consumer. Protect the consumer, but people should compete for the market. Free enterprise. Western Union iri wana say mayusa. Kana makebs nema CBZ achishaya mayusa. How are they getting it? Iko bank iri wana say cash. Stand big. Iri kuita say. Right? I'm also going to be going nenyaya ma bank. I'm going to expose my bank yese ari kubira wano mari. Sakana muri bank wakandibira mari yangu. You have to act right now. This is not a threat. I'm going to be doing it today. Right? And I'll be exposing you with evidence. Full evidence. Right? One bank rakabira one of my viewers here 2,600. After I just told people to check your bank statement, these guys, they're stealing your money. 2.6. right? So we don't want monopoly. Monopoly inokonzeresa market abuse. Munhu anodhurisa chinhu because ndega nacho. Allow the other people to bring in the things. Rumbidzai Muyambo says 45% or more per border. What makes me a Zimbabwean if I don't have any advantage over any other person from any other nation in my own country? Repeat, tikudama repeat, right? Kana vanhu vasiri kupuwa mari chinzi nyika iri pakaoma, we understand. Asi mimi kana muchida majuti, ana chihuri vari kuita manhingirikini, commissioner general of fundraising achiimporta mamachi nema $1,000 haabhadhare kana juti, abhadharisa mupisa wese mari yemarafo ticket, right? The people who should be paying majuti, they don't even pay because they are diplomats. Mufukari mota dzakatengwa nemwana waGrace dai akabhadhara juti asiri diplomat ingadai iri mari. One car yaanotenga inotenga mota 200 dzinotengwa nean ordinary Zimbabwean. That should stop, and these are demands, Mr. President, so you will listen good, right? Atichada zvekuti vanhu vanenge vachinyebera. We don't want that. That is bad. You will bring on board innovative thinkers, not fools who are highly decorated with irrelevant degrees, right? Bring on board people with a proven track record. One proven track record. Remember, people like Emmanuel Makandiwa, bring him on board, right? Bring Hubert Angel, Hubert Angel, Minister of Finance, because he is making billionaires and millionaires ku UK. Tisingetara church. Church is something. Church andoishandisa kuspenda mari yake. Hubert Angel is making millionaires and billionaires in the United Kingdom. And arikuzadza audience kupfura vanga vari kuno. Right? Because the church is the place where some people can get free information and free advice from the man. Bring in Hubert Angel. The guy has got connections with the Rothschilds, the richest family in the world. The guy has got connections. Bring Hubert Angel and Chinamasa. Chinamasa anofana kumomba zvigaro zvekupati kwete zvenyika. Kana muchimuda mbe zvigaro zvekupati zvekuzanu PF. Bo, right? Bring in Makandiwa. Makandiwa is, I think he has been prophesying kuti mudharami muchapinda pachigaro chichi all along and zviri fair. He has been getting it correct 100%. We know the man has got nuggets. Nuggets anoshanda. One of them, gold money, not gold-based currency. Gold money, literal gold money, like the British sterling pound coin re gold, right? 1 gram of gold is worth $45. Already we have liberalized mitemo ye gold. An individual is allowed to own gold less than 40 grams, right? If we print literal gold money, we value it in a weight, we use silver, and munhu akatora mari yedu akanotengesa kunze, ibo, we are exporting an individual. We are now making the resources of the country benefit individuals. So what will you do as RBZ pamune massive savings pasina mari? Amchanyore zvimapepa zvenyu zvezvicredit zvimacredit ameno zvironzi zvimacredit bills here zvamunopa mabhengi kuti atambise vanhu mari isinga existe. All right, I'll be back. Not yet done. All right, guys. Sorry about that. I'm broadcasting from my phone. All right, I'm gonna come back now. I don't know what had happened. Let me just check to see if I'm still streaming. Yes, I am still streaming. All right, let me return back. I use my Android phone. Remember, the biggest YouTube channel in Zimbabwe uses an Android phone. And vanema degree yacho vachiwacha vane zvima iPhone nezvima MacPad vachiwacha. I'm using my Android phone. I broadcast from my Android phone. Kudzai mupfumbu. Big up. I don't know what had happened. All right, people. Do not bring fools who are highly decorated with irrelevant degrees. Right? Now, Mr. President, this is what you also do. Tax all the looters who skipped tax, all the looters who skipped tax, whether G40 if it exists, or this thing they call a cost if it so exists, tax all looters who skipped tax. I heard you're doing an audit and you're auditing everybody. That's good. When you catch these looters, tax them all from day number 1. And Chombo should get a public hearing. Now he wants to be private about stealing public funds. We don't respect, we have no respect for criminals. That guy literally owns half of Zimbabwe. Right? We should promote locally owned businesses to keep dollars running in the economy. Nyaya yekuti foreign investor inandifarire nyaya mune muchitaura kuti foreign investor. Saka tinapfunga dzekutanga makambani muZimbabwe here. Tinoda kuti Mazda yotengesera. If Mazda comes here yotigadzira motikari munotengesera motikari. How are we benefiting our country? How? We are not consumers, we are people. How will that build our nation? If we allow an Indian national to come and run their business here and take all the money to their country back to India, how will that help our country? So when we say foreign investors, guys, we should be very careful. Remember kuchopis, kune ma Indian manager anotambira $4,000, ma Zimbabwean manager achitambira $400. Kuchopis yafelekezela mfoko, who is nowhere to be found. That coward. We are a nation, not consumers. We are not looking for foreign investors to come here and sell us our own products. We are not looking for foreign investors to come here to sell us our own products. We are not looking for that. We are not looking for that. Inos, big up. Big up everybody. So people, you share this video until the president sees this video. I know military intelligence, CIO, law and order. You are watching this video right now, right? If you want to do something for your country, share this video. Don't send your boys because they are not dogs. Go, Zomanya. You will not do that. And yo, so shopping on choppies, yo, you should look deep into choppies. It could benefit Resenyika. TM, is it benefiting us as a country? Is it benefiting us as a country? Remember, of course, these guys, they're providing goods. And if we kill monopoly, free enterprise economy, if we kill monopoly, people will compete for customers. We will see quality going up, prices going down. Monopoly munanenda zvanoda because ndiye garipo. CPZ nekebs, they do what they want because ndovega varipo. Right? Let's liberalize the market. Capitalism ne politics. Remember, politics is a social science. It's all about community, communism. Capitalism is all about bamboozling people and making money. Right? We don't want political capitalism where we get businessmen into power. My businessmen, my politician, they will monopolize the market. When the government, the president is supposed to protect the ordinary Zimbabwean, especially the consumer, the ordinary Zimbabwean, not the businesses. But if we have businessmen in ministry, in the cabinet, they will never deliver. They are capitalists. We can't have capitalists in our cabinet. Munwese another business and duty unless they really deserve it. We want them out. They should concentrate on their own business, right? And leave patriotic work to patriotic Zimbabweans. Big up everybody. Free enterprise, promote local entrepreneurship, right? We don't want political capitalism where the economic elite influence the government's economic policies to use regulations, government spending, and design of the tax system to maintain their elite status in the economy. Artists aitambiri anobhadhara ma DJ kuti vasaridze upcoming artist. That's why you see kuti a certain artist anoita sack munhu warifunga anogona overtaker. Then they put them under their arms. Right? We don't want that in our politics. Remove unnecessary licensing. Right? Remove unnecessary licensing. Companies exploit people because they have no competition, because it's hard for a local to start up. Remove unnecessary licensing. Right? I want to be running my satellite channel. Remove unnecessary licensing. Just protect the people. I want to be running my communication company. Remove unnecessary licensing. I don't even need capital. I have it. But remove unnecessary licensing. Right? I'm very glad about what you did recently. Involve the army in police work to curb corruption. Everybody knows kuti masoja anobatsira nyango kumaraini mapurisa ari corrupt because ari kudzvanyirirwa nachiguri. Who should get fired? Indigenous start-ups should be freed from regulations at least for the first 3 to 5 years. Free them. Subsidize my license. Gambo mira monogatange. How can I afford to buy a license when I'm not connected? When I haven't even made the money? Isn't it? Supermarkets start as vendors. Millionaires can start as vendors. Philip Chiango was only just a vendor. He started there. Now if you want licenses from vendors who can pay school fees for their own child, Maria Robert school fees omtunza kuna license futi? No. Adopt free market economic system, free enterprise or semi-free market. Right? More efforts in the protection of the consumer and consumer rights. Financial reports should be more accessible to every ordinary Zimbabwean. Newspaper, we rarely see it here. It must be on TV. It must be online. It must be everywhere. For every company. Every company. We should know that it should be accessible. Julian, big up. Local products have failed because we want to pull each other down. Pull down mentality. Government fighting its own people. Kuti ningakatanga kambani akazomiswa nekanzuro ningakatanga kambani pakauya mapurisa. That's bad. That should stop. Unfair trade practices should stop. Like when EcoCash system goes offline for more than 4 hours. How many people die because they couldn't buy medication because EcoCash was offline for 4 hours? Vana vangano vanorambana just because baba watadza grocery, just because EcoCash was offline paazosvika kumba yabva yaita online. Monopoly. And remember, Strive Masiwa is one of the few guys who's giving us good service. Good service, but yakadhakwa kudari zvitori nani. We all know kuti RBZ yakauya nezipiti yakafeila. Zipiti yakushandiswa kutorera vanhu mari through my bank charges. Right? Now in those hours when EcoCash does this, how many people die because they failed to buy needed medication in time? How many families sleep on empty stomachs just because EcoCash was offline? How many people fail to pay examination fee by due date because bank ranonoka processor mari. Right about now I have an EFT that came. Steward Bank has not processed it for 2 years. Steward Bank. Liberalize the market and allow for competition. Allow for competition. Mobile money is a very easy thing to run. It's a very easy thing to run. Right? We can just jump into it. Tutanga washanza PayPal, right? Tutanga washanza Google Wallet, right? Which is more international. But what will we be doing? Teta kubuliza mari mu Zimbabwe. Ma bitcoins teta kubuliza mari mu Zimbabwe. We should support our own, but if our own ganachiti jaira soga, we will bring in bitcoins and PayPal. That's what we will do, which is more international. Right? People suffer because EcoNet doesn't have competition. Right? One of my banks, FBC, you are stealing money. You are stealing money. I'm not going to details, but what you're doing is bad. You are just as guilty. Right? You're just as guilty. You are just as guilty, and you have to call me before 7 p.m. FBC. That's what you will do. You have my number. You will call me. What about young minds that no one has ever cared about? My ghetto youths. I represent my ghetto youths. I represent the ghetto youths because ndo vanobirwa, ndo vanotakisirwa network. Network yakitaka kuprotein, inotaka kuzengeza. What about those young minds like Dr. Clarence, like TV7 Live, which is clearly the best and ranks number 1 on Google and YouTube for Zimbabwe without any commercials and adverts? What about young minds like TV7 Live, like Dr. Clarence, who is ranking number 1? Asina ma adverts, asiri ku advertise pa TV, pa radio, kana newspaper. Just because Google is a free and fair platform, it's not corruption. It doesn't mean whoever is running things here in Zimbabwe deserve it. Most of them, they are using their sexual appeal. That's why we find these days my DJ H-Kadzi arikuwanda because vari kuvhuriswa makumbo nemamanager ema-radio stations kuti vaone mabasa. Right? Ndosika ma-radio yako nyanya kutaura zvinhu zvechihure pama-radio. It's because of that you have employed such people. Right? TV7 Live is the best when big corporations have big cameras and powerful computers, but I broadcast from an Android phone. From an Android phone. Now, this prioritization of other people over others should stop. Prioritizing foreign investors should stop. Prioritizing people who are decorated with degrees only because they had the money to attend university should stop. Mark Zuckerberg dropped out of university and he changed the world. Bill Gates changed the world. Steve Jobs changed the world. Leonardo da Vinci changed the world. Albert Einstein changed the world. They wrote books which are now being read at universities. So nyaya yekudzikisirana should stop. We all know kuti maghetto youths ari kumberi because we are the only few patriotic people left, right? Our national radios do not offer equal opportunities for young people. They play my artists are based in UK because they want to meet Western Union. That should stop. I'll be going out for those DJs one by one and I'll be suing them and demanding that they be fired. And remember, Gomana, inini the computer engineer, I can find people, I can find evidences. I should literally 2 minutes to find anybody, whether Tetsi, whether Kupi. I'll be doing that. So, Mr. President, please, those are my demands. I hope you have listened good. Don't bring back losers into the cabinet. And equal treatment for the local and the foreigner. And it got the prioritization in China. You team Zimbabwe and Rambis. Alright, people. When I am live, and please don't do that. Remember to push on some Android phone. Alright, let me just read out some shout outs in the comments, guys. Then I sign out. Then I call this guy who's in a hurry to call me. Then I'll record his call. Then I will show you Aningas Nanya. Tsitsi Mutema. Alright, big up everybody. Trevor Rugabe. Rejoice, rejoice. Tulani Kems. Emmanuel Moyo. Tanatskwa. Jiri saying what is actually by Victor. Jiri say Victor. Maziao Squad, Chantel Peters, Tyler Kems, big up everybody. Kudzai Mfumbo, Jiri say, Nancy Nauriro, Kukubi, Rumbizai Muyambo, big up everybody. Xavier Mazinga says, Napindira, Taku, Gada says, this is the truth, a lot of hard work to do, and also must prove himself before the elections. True man Morere, Temba, Mate. Alright guys, thank you. That was it, Dr. Clarence TV7 Live. And the last message, I'm not joking guys when I'm making these videos. Last message to the president. To the president. It doesn't take 30 days to revive Zimbabwe. It doesn't take 30 days to revive Zimbabwe. If everybody around you is telling you it's impossible, fire them and bring me on board. Right? It doesn't take 30 days to revive Zimbabwe. This is 2017. It took us 6 years. It's now taking us 3 minutes. Remember, states, America is a superpower nation. It was something as simple as post office. United States of America was built on the post office. Right? Germany was built on VW. Communism, Adolf Hitler, right? You can make references Adolf Hitler's policies and how he changed Germany in just 5 years and how the post office changed America. Dr. Clarence TV7 Live signing out. Big up everybody. Remember to subscribe if you have not yet already done so. And it again. Bo.